Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're going to head straight back over to Watkins Glen for the start of race 2. So we're all on the grid and ready to start race 2. The grid positions are determined by where they finished in race 1, and after a fantastic race from Declan, he now finds himself on pole position. Hodgie in second. Kian, another fantastic race for Kian there, finds himself in third. Shaggy in fourth. Slowpoke fifth. Stealth is sixth. Firepower seventh. 8 is Big Mac. 9th is Graham. 10th is Ginger, and Nate is 11th on the grid. So we'll back up to Declan. We shall get this race started. We've got 3 lights, 4, 5 lights. Well, that's a long pause. As we say, sitting at the traffic lights, are they actually working? So Hodgie's, what a fantastic start for Hodgie to nick that lead, although Kian goes around the outside. Kian gets himself in front. No, he's down into second and third. He just went a bit wide, didn't he? So the order is resumed. Declan back in front. Hodgie second. Kian third. Shaggy fourth. Slowpoke fifth. Let's just make sure everybody gets through. Oh, look like Firepower went a bit wide there. Let's just go back up. I want to see him go through this. Oh, and that's Ginger. I had a feeling something was going to happen. So let's go on board with Ginger. He's got Big Mac on the outside. Oh, geez, no, Ginger. That must have hurt. That must have hurt. He just turned too early. I think it was the braking. The Big Mac's gone off. It looks like Stealth has gone off. So that will be. And oh, it's the Big Mac, Graham, Stealth. Oh, everybody's gone off. So that's going to be another safety car then. So safety car number 3 of the night, as everybody sort of gets themselves into their orders again. So we'll check the tyres like we did before at this opportunity. So I'm not even going to go back to that one. So Declan is on racing mediums. Hodgie is on the softs. Kian is on the mediums. Shaggy is on softs. Nathan is on the softs. Firepower on mediums. Graham on softs. Big Mac mediums. Stealth mediums, and Ginger mediums. So a lot of mediums being used. I'm using the softs in this race. So everybody, again, bit of weaving going on, try and keep the tyres warm. We're just waiting for Declan to give the go. Everybody seems to have caught up now, so I'm sure it'll be on the home straight. As they go, they'll go around turn 11, and then as we approach the start finish line, I'm sure that's when Declan will give the go, and we will be back up and racing again. So everybody just lining up, few people jostling for positions, trying to get a bit of an advantage and run. Anyway, we are off and running again as Hodgie pulls to the inside. He wants to make that move on Declan and gets it done. That was a good restart for Hodgie. So Hodgie finds himself in first, Declan second, Slowpoke third. Oh, it's Slowpoke, he's challenging Declan, both jostling for position. As we take turn 2, heading towards the chicane. Slowpoke in second, Declan third. Oh, who's that that's gone off? We've had somebody go off again. So let's go back. I'm not sure, was it Nate? It looked like the green car of Nate. Let's just have a look. Up towards the chicane. Yeah, well. Nate's took Shaggy out. Although everybody is still going. I believe everybody is still going. Yeah, we are. And we are still racing. We are still racing. Oh, the Big Mac. Bit of a bumper kiss onto Nath there. Now then, what was that about? Let's just go on board with the Big Mac. He's done a great move there. I think he's took 2 positions in one go there to find himself in 7th. And he's just late on the brakes. Bit of a bumper kiss with Nate. And unfortunately the 2 of them find themselves down in 10th and 11th. So back up to our current leader, Hodgie in 1st. He's got Slowpoke just behind him in 2nd. Declan now in 3rd. Kian all over the back of Declan. He's really trying to get up the gearbox of Declan's car, isn't he, Kian? Trying to force a mistake from him. So let's just go back up to our current leader, Hodgie. He's being put under a lot of pressure by Slowpoke at the minute. Slowpoke got the much better exit from that final turn 11 and manages to get in front of Hodgie to take the lead. As we enter turn 1, can he hold on to it? Yes. So Slowpoke now takes up the lead. Hodgie in 2nd, although he will have his finger on that DRS button for the entirety of this lap, I'm sure, to try and get onto the back of Slowpoke and retake that lead from him. Into the chicane. Both through there, clean, Declan through, Kian through. Let's just make sure everybody else gets through. And we do. The Big Mac, unfortunately, a long way behind, so he must have had another moment. Let's have a look, see where we can see any battles. It's Graham coming under pressure from Ginger. Stealth just ahead in 6. So Kian in 5th, Shaggy in 4th. Everybody's sort of spaced out a little bit now. A few car lengths in between each. So hopefully there'll be no more incidents. So we will go down the order again. So we've got Slowpoke with the current fastest lap, a 150.1, but we'll see before that's a good few seconds off the pace of race 1. We'll just see what the pace is now. Okay, so that's a 147. That's getting a little bit better. Hodgie in 2nd. He's doing a 148. Declan having a fantastic race on medium tyres as well, so he is doing really well. And he is fending off Shaggy at the minute. Shaggy to get on the soft tyres, so he does have a slight advantage. Right on the back of Declan. Let's go on board with Shaggy now. As we approach. Whoa! Then Shaggy's just got that. Oh, and he's got a reset. That's going to cost him a few spots, that is. Let's just go back and have a look at this. So Shaggy, he just went into that chicane way too quick. Oh, and Stealth's gone off. I think he was trying to avoid. We're on board with Stealth. You can see Shaggy rejoins. Not the best place. It's not his fault. He was. That's where he was reset to. We are, of course, on lap 4, so the safety cars are only called within the first 2 laps. So that's unfortunate for Stealth. I think he just tried to avoid Shaggy there. So Slowpoke still out in front, Hodgie in 2nd. These two starting to pull a bit of a lead now from Declan. We've got Kean in fourth, just served the half-second penalty. That's not cost him anything, grid position. It would have allowed Shaggy, Graham and Ginger to catch up, but they're not threatening him just yet. Oh, and Kean's got another penalty. That will give Shaggy a lot of encouragement. Let's have a look here. So this is where the battle is at the minute. It's Shaggy and Graham on Kean. There's a little bit of lag coming from Kean's car, so maybe that's upsetting him a little bit. Let's just go on board with Graham. We're just over halfway through this second race. You see no pressure from behind for Graham, so he's trying to get onto the back of Shaggy there. You need to get your finger firmly on that DRS button. You can see it flashing red, so Graham taking full advantage of it. And Shaggy's got it wrong in that chicane again. Oh, Graham takes evasive action there. Well done, Graham. That was a fantastic manoeuvre. Oh, don't lose it now. Well, Kean, I've got to go back and have a look at that, because Kean, I think, completely lost it into the chicane. Shaggy just overshot it. I think he just went in too quickly again. Kean, well, he did a fantastic job of recovering it, got himself back on track. Graham avoided him, and as he's come back, I think even Graham was surprised the fact that Kean is still going. Great bit of drama from these two, although Kean has got a penalty, so Graham's not going to be too worried. He will take that spot away from him when he serves this penalty. So up the hill, Kean moves over to the right. Graham is going to go through to take fourth position, although Kean's fighting back. Then we've got Firepower. Now what happened to Shaggy then? Because he overshot the chicane, didn't he? So Firepower now moves up into sixth. Shaggy down in seventh, Nath eighth, Ginger ninth. The Big Mac and Stealth battling it out at the back for 10th and 11th. Both had unfortunate moments in this race. Ooh, you can see Stealth, you don't want to be getting on the grass too much there. So back up to the leader, Slowpoke now starting to open up a little bit of a lead from Hodgie. Once again, give a shout out to Alex for doing the liveries. I think the cars look absolutely fantastic out there. We've got the Dubby, our sponsors Dubby as well, on the roof of this car. So thank you to Dubby for joining us as well this season. So we've got about 4 minutes of this race left. Hodgie doing everything he can to catch back up with Slowpoke. Excuse me. Declan in third. Then we've got quite a gap then back to Kean, who's got Graham putting him under all sorts of pressure. Let's go on board with Kean. You can see Graham pushing him along, trying to force a mistake. I'm sure Graham's just going to sit there now until we get back onto the start-finish straight. All over the back of him, isn't he? Look. Now, is this where Graham makes his move? As we come to turn one. No, Graham couldn't quite get close enough. Good racing from these two. Then we've got another battle just behind. We've got Shaggy and Firepower, 6th and 7th. So through the inner loop of the chicane onto the outer loop. Not really thought much about the names, have they? Down the chute through turn 6, heading to what's called the toe, which is turn 7, and this is this right hander, and then you go up the hill through the penalty zone. And you go on to the boot, and then surprisingly enough the next turn is called the heel. So as I say, they've not really, I don't know why it doesn't, does it look like a boot and a heel, and I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. So let's just go through the order then. So out in front, Slowpoke now with a good 2-3 second lead over Hodgie in second, Declan in third. So it does look like this is how the podium's going to stack up for race 2. There is quite a gap then back to Graham, so Graham managed to get by Kian. Let's just go back and see if we can find where that happened. Ooh, I'm going to have to go back a long way, I think. No, sorry Graham, I missed that one. But Graham now moved up into 4th, so Graham having a great race in this second one. He'll be enjoying himself out there. Kian in 5th, coming under pressure from Shaggy now. You can just see Firepower not too far behind Shaggy, is sitting in 7th. But at the minute, Kian has got everything to do to keep Shaggy off of him. We have about a minute and a few seconds of this race left, so this will be the last lap for these guys. Nath down in 8th. Not really under much pressure. Ginger in 9th. Oh, unfortunately got a penalty as well. I don't think that's going to affect his track position though. I think the Big Mac is just a little bit too far behind in 10th, and then we've got Stealth in 11th. So we'll go back up to the current race leader. This will be the last lap. We only have about 30 seconds to go. So Slowpoke, you can see he's got quite a gap now back to Hodgie. Final few turns. Keep it nice and simple. So it does look like this is going to be the podium. Slowpoke, Hodgie and Declan. So Slowpoke takes the win. Hodgie brings it home in 2nd. Declan 3rd. Another great race from Declan. I'm sure he will be pleased with that. Graham likewise in 4th. He'll be pleased with 4th. Good race from Graham. Kian stays in 5th. Keeps Shaggy away from him. So Shaggy takes 6th. Firepower 7th. Another good race from Firepower. Nath is going to take 8th. Ginger 9th. Stealth 10th, and the Big Mac 11th. So that was race 2. I shall catch you all very shortly for race 3. Well, what can I say? Absolutely buzzing after that win. My 2nd ever for the Ultimate Racing League. Let's, fingers crossed, I can do that again in race 3, although it is going to be a bit of a tough one with it being a reverse grid, so I will be starting at the back. If you do like these videos, please remember to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed already, if you could do so, it does help us out a lot. Thank you very much for watching. We shall catch you for race 3.